What up? What up? What is goody? Zion and Sam, what up, man? Waiting for Reg to get his ass over here. He said he's 10 minutes away. What is up? That ain't rap podcast. What it is? It's your boy Triborough. Big shout out to retrohiphopshop.com. I said I was gonna give them a shout out. They sent me a hoodie in the mail. You know, I got a couple of things from them in the past. Salute to them. They got dope hip hop wear, t-shirts, hoodies, you know, coats, hats. They got stuff for the women. Check their site out. Great prices. You get a discount also. I think it's like 15% off, 20% off. But check their stuff out. Really, really enjoy. You know, like that company and their clothing line. So if you want, like, you know, they got NWA shirts. They got Chronic shirts, Illmatic. Check they site out. So I'm gonna have that they website the whole night while we talking about the Naughty album. So salute to them. Talking about Naughty second album. Kristen, what's good, yo? I ain't see you in a minute. Where you been? Do I got Timberlands? Yeah, I got Tim's. I just came outside with some Tims, yo. My Tim's right here. Gotta wear the Tims for the winter time, man. Oh yeah. I've been wearing Tims for like the last 20 something years, Sam. Do I have any Cool G rap shirts? Nah. But I mean I definitely wouldn't mind some though. I haven't seen any Cool G rap shirts. You DM me an album? Talib Madlib. I never heard it. Talib and Madlib? I never heard that album. Send it to me on Instagram, but send it to me on the That Ain't Rap podcast page. 'Cause I can't get into my regular page. Like, you know, Instagram giving me a hard time right now with it. So that's why I made a second page. P Rock and CL Smooth, yeah. Definitely loved their first two albums, Mecca and the Soul Brother, Main Ingredient. That was my first rap concert, was seeing them. Cool G Rap is the godfather, yeah. Cool G Rap is dope, man. That's a legend. Soul Survivor? Yeah, we talking about that next week on Regis channel. That's gonna be like the first week of March. We doing that. I need to get that too. I don't have that on CD. Definitely a classic album though. Nah, Pete Rock is a legend, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying. I think he's right where he needs to be in this genre. Knee Boy was good. Mello's wildin'. Which Mello? Carmelo or Lamelo? What happened? Pete Rock is a legend. He definitely gets all the props. I want to see Pete Rock in a versus battle though. I don't know who they would put against him. That would be a great battle though. What Mello you talking about, knee boy? Which Mello? Oh, Carmelo, what he do? I didn't see the game. What he do? Carmelo, man. Oh, the what was it? Portland and Denver. Dr. Dre. You feel like Dr. Dre's overrated? What makes him overrated? I don't feel like he's overrated. Dre's a legend. Dre, NWA, Chronic, all that. I think him too, also gets the props. You see the DJ poster? I might frame that because now it's a collector. It might be a collector's item. I heard he played well last night with the Pistons. He had like 14 points. I don't know. I might have to like frame that now. If he turned out to be a better player with Detroit than when he was with the Knicks, that would be terrible. Pete Rock production got better. I feel like it's always been great. Kristen said if someone put a gun to your head, which would you listen next? Album or R. Kelly's album post Chocolate Factory? Definitely R. Kelly. Like I said, I feel like Next only had one great album. The second one was outdated. The third one was irrelevant. They ain't got too many albums after the next episode. So R. Kelly got a lot of joints. And, I've heard about every R. Kelly album anyway, even the stuff after Chocolate Factory. Black Panties and the Write Me Back album, the Love Letter album. We discussed that like a couple weeks ago on Reg's channel. He got joints on those albums. He gets credit for starting G Funk, but it was EPMD. You don't feel like Dre is touching Dilla? I never heard nobody say that. I don't know. Yeah, R. Kelly definitely. R. Kelly got bangers even on those latter albums. What makes you feel like Dre is overrated, Zion? Like let me know. I mean, you just saying he's overrated, but what makes him to you overrated though? I mean, is it too much fanfare he got and the publicity? You listen to the R album. Are we discussing the R album? I didn't get that from Reg. Reg be making shows for us, and he don't be telling us what we gonna actually be discussing. So if we're doing that, I don't know about it just yet. I know we might be doing the R. Kelly battle. Like that'll probably be the first week of March because that a lot of people want to see that. I got my list like halfway done already. Anyway, I was basically anticipating R. Kelly or Teddy Riley, and Teddy Riley's not really getting a lot of votes. You know, but it looks like it's gonna be R. Kelly. So I already had in mind like a couple songs I want on the list. That was a dope album though. I love the R album. That's definitely one of his best in my opinion. Oh yeah, but I mean we all know that. I mean he took credit for Doggy Style and supposedly it wasn't really him doing all the production on that. Same thing with All Eyes on Me. Yeah, we know about that. Pac had issues with a lot of people though. It wasn't just Dre. You know. I mean, even with that, I don't think that discredit is what he's done for the culture. I mean, even like his roster of artists, like discovering Eminem and Kendrick and Anderson .Paak and signing 50 and you know what I'm saying, Rakim and so many other artists this man is responsible for. Exhibit, bringing Exhibit over. Or not. I don't think Exhibit was on. Was he on Aftermath? I know he had a hand in the Restless album. That's one of my favorite Exhibit albums. But um, Dre's a legend. I don't know. I know. People said that he had he had issues with Shug and Shug took got him out of jail and he felt like he owed Shug and all this and I don't really get into all that backstory shit. It's just all about the music for me. Renzo, what's good? Did you see the pay-per-view on Sunday? Did you see Elimination Chamber? I watched it and you know where to be found, yo. You want to talk about wrestling? Then when I be ready to talk about wrestling, you ain't know where to be found. What did you think about the Miz winning the title? Tevin Campbell. Oh, dope. Classic album. That was a great album. Favorite Kanye album? I definitely am a Kanye fan. I was just talking about that on Instagram like 2 hours ago with somebody. We had an Instagram live and we talking about like the most hyped hip hop albums all time and College Dropout was on my list and I've always been a Kanye fan, from when he produced on the Blueprint album and him evolving as a complete artist, as a dope rapper and producer. He has more than one classic. My favorite would be Graduation, but I also love My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and College Dropout. Yeezus. I like Yeezus. I know a lot of people don't like Yeezus. I thought it was a dope album. It was something different from him, and he was successful with that album. Most of his albums I like. Pablo. I like the bottom half of that. Late Registration. That was a dope album. I just got that in the mail from the homie Satellite Hip Hop. Shout out to him. Uh, the Kid See Ghost album with Kid Cudi. That was dope. So I like most of Kanye stuff. You know what I mean? Like I've always been a Kanye fan. You saw the highlights, so you didn't see Elimination Chamber. You missed the good. I thought some of the matches were good. The Elimination Chamber with Sheamus and Randy Orton and Kofi and Drew. That was a good one. The women's tag title match. You know, Miz end up cashing in his Money in the Bank. I think I don't see Miz losing that title next week though. I think they're gonna make him hold it till Mania. I'll be surprised if he lose it before Mania. I don't think he's gonna lose it next week or going into Fastlane. I think if anything, if he lose it, it'll be at Mania. But I think it's been 10 years since Miz was a champ. I think he was a lot younger back then. I didn't care for none of the feuds he had back then. I think now he's more experienced and he could definitely have a good title run now. And I think he has a lot more charisma and personality than McIntyre. I don't care for McIntyre at all. CM Punk is a legend. Definitely like CM Punk. He saved Monday Night Raw back in like the 2000s, late 2000s. When nothing else was going on. They need to bring CM Punk back. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like Kanye came in cocky, and he came in with confidence. Knowing that he could accomplish a lot, and he did. He proved the naysayers wrong. So you got to salute him for that. Bobby Lashley. I would be surprised if Lashley win next week. I mean, I think he could win it, but I think Mania would be better. Cause I could definitely see like the Hurt Business like capturing all the titles and shit. Like if Bobby Lashley win the title, is nobody's gonna stop the Hurt Business. But I don't see him. I don't see him winning. For some reason, I don't see him winning next week. I think they're gonna save that to Mania. But I mean, I seen fans online saying that Miz is just like they gave it to him for now, but he's gonna end up losing it before Mania. I mean, like I'd be surprised if they. Why would they need to do that though? Why, why let Drew lose and then you give it to Miz and then you're gonna strip Miz by Mania? That makes no sense. Who's my favorite conscious rapper? Chuck D. Definitely grew up with a lot of Public Enemy, a lot of KRS One as well. Yeah, but Braun, I thought Braun would have been. I don't know. I don't know what they doing. I don't know what Vince is doing over there. You know what I'm saying? I think Drew was. I think they rushed to get Drew champion, and he didn't have a great reign because of unfortunately because of COVID and all that. I just felt like Drew was boring. He don't really have no personality and charisma like the Miz. Like the Miz to me, a second reign now, 10 years later, would be a lot better for him now, and I think it would be a lot better for for the brand. I don't see why they would want him to lose like next week or by Fastlane. And then who's lastly gonna face if he wins? Is he gonna face Braun at Mania, or is he gonna face McIntyre again? It don't make no sense to me. Like why, if that's the case, Drew could have kept the belt. Like why strip him of the belt now, and then you give Miz, and then Miz is just gonna be champ until Fastlane? That makes no sense. Why not have like a fatal four way or something for the title? Like have Miz with Lashley and Drew. You could put Braun in that. That would be better for the at Mania. I don't see why they would want him to lose next week or at Fastlane, and then Lashley get it, and then who's he gonna face? Okay, Reg is on his way. Yeah, that's what they kept seeing. They kept showing that the little girl from 10 years ago when when you could see you seen her angry face when he won. I was shocked he won too. I don't think he was ready back then either to be champion. I thought he was inexperienced, and I don't think he didn't fit the champion mold at that time. I think now he have a lot more experience. Like he's won every major title in the company, and he got a family now. I think like you have to grow. Like you see, like Kofi, it took Kofi a minute to become champion. So, and he was a good champion when he had won the title. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes I think like that's what happened with Roman. They rushed Roman to be a champion when he's with the Shield, and it wasn't good. I didn't think he had a good reign compared to now. He's more experienced. You've been trying to find now. So I don't have Soul on Ice. That's out of print. Don't have that yet. I don't have any Razkals albums actually. A lot of his stuff is out of print, and they go for mad dough. Renzo, they'll probably show her. I mean, I don't know. I'm surprised. I'm sure they probably like maybe she's on Twitter or something, and somebody, asked her what she thought about Miz winning, or that's if she's still watching wrestling at this point. I don't know. I haven't seen it since that whole thing happened. Yeah, Soul on Ice is definitely a classic. Yeah, the Hurt Business. Yeah, that was I was on I heard that joint like a couple weeks ago. I don't know. I can't I don't even I couldn't tell you, Renzo. I don't know what they're trying to do. Who's gonna be champion at Mania? To me, I think it would be stupid if the Miz loses it before Mania. I think you want him going into Mania as a champ, you know, and see what happens. Maybe he'll surprise us. Like when Edge won, when Edge cashed in his money in the bank and against Cena, I think was that New Year's Revolution. He surprised me as a champion because I didn't think Edge could do it, and he grew into a great champion. So maybe this is Miz time to grow into a good champion this time. Reg was good.
Hey y'all,
You're late. You're late.
I had a
We
fucked up
on black
day.
people time.
Yeah, shit, I had a fucked up day today. I'm just gonna speak real.
It's all good, man. It's
How
all
you doing?
good. Chilling, man.
Yeah,
I did a dope 2 hour Instagram live with the homie Chop It Up Hip Hop. Shout out, salute to him and the commission. I didn't think it was gonna go that long. I thought it was gonna be like an hour, and then I didn't see the hour end, so we just kept going and going. So it was like 2 hours.
oh, that's what's up.
You
Yeah,
know,
I saw that.
yeah.
Yeah, I
We
saw
were
that.
just
I
talking
didn't even
about,
watch it.
and yeah, it was a last minute thing because he hit me up out the blue and he was like, "Yo, I want to go live. Would you be my guest?" And we talked about like the most hip hop albums that had like the most buzz. Like Ready to Die, Get Rich or Die Trying, College Dropout. You know what I mean? So that
Wow,
turned into like a 2 hour conversation, but it was dope. It was great.
true.
You know?
I'm gonna peep that once I
Yeah,
get
man.
everything situated and shit.
There was some albums on there. Yo, people's hot takes are really interesting because there was some albums on there that I thought were like major buzz, and a lot of people didn't care for them. Like Carter 3 to me was a major buzz over here, and he didn't like it.
Oh, you don't like Carter 3?
Nah, he didn't like it. I love Carter. I mean Carter 1 is when I got into Wheezy. And New York really supported Wayne. Like I think Wheezy really blew up to where he is now because of New York. Because of Carter 2 and 3, and you know what I'm saying, and the countless features and remixes he's been on, the mixtapes, dedication mixtapes and the Carter 3 sessions, the leak mixtapes, all that. So I love Carter 3. I think it's a classic, but not everybody apparently don't like it. They like Carter 2 more. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know. I think 2 and 3 are great. I think that's his best couple albums.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? We talking music and sports, Sam, because I'm definitely gonna start some sports stuff on here. I definitely want to talk more wrestling. That's why I'm glad Renzo is here. But Renzo don't be here the time when I want him here. When I'm ready to talk about wrestling, he nowhere to be found. When I'm not talking wrestling, then he shows up.
It's him.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Matt Riddle won the U.S. title. I thought that was a good look. You know,
I'm gonna turn my camera on in a minute. I'm just changing my
yeah.
place.
Zion said Lost Boys or Naughty by Nature. Who y'all got? I got Naughty.
Naughty.
I've seen Naughty. I've seen Naughty live. They definitely put on a great show. They got countless hits, more than the Lost Boys. They got better albums than the Lost Boys.
Shit, I've seen both Naughty and Mr. Cheeks live too, so that's what's up.
Yeah. Oh, dope. You saw Mr. Cheeks solo or with the Lost Boys?
Solo.
Oh, the true. Sorry, salute to Mr. Cheeks, yo. He follows me on my main Instagram page, but
I,
um, hmm?
ironically, both of them were at the same festival I was at, and they both
Oh, dope.
performed. So.
I never seen Lost Boys live.
Yeah, rest in peace, Freaky Tar.
Yeah, definitely. Christian said he used to have a bootleg of the Carter 3. My copy has playing with fire. Oh, word? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got the OG where they has playing with fire too.
You have the Carter 3 joint?
Yeah,
That's some. I gotta get some Weezy albums. I don't have no Weezy albums. I had most of his a lot of his mixtapes. I had like the dedication mixtapes and No Ceiling, the leak. I had a lot of the mixes, but I didn't have none of his albums though. Oh, the triple threat match gonna be with Riddle, John Morrison, and Lashley. Oh, for the U.S. title. Okay. Yeah, I could see Morrison winning. I think Lashley at this point. Lashley looked like he's going after the main title because he apparently he felt like Miz owes him, like because he beat down Drew, and that's when Miz ran out and cashed in the briefcase. But I don't know. I think I rather keep Miz's title as the champ now, or at least until Mania and see what happens. They can always do a triple threat match or fatal four way for the title at Mania instead of having him lose to Lashley now. I don't understand
hey Ronnie.
that. I don't think he's here for that, Sam. Renzo here for wrestling. Ron, he's so good, man. Reg is late too. You know how he do.
Yeah, I'm a text you why my day was so fucked up, bro.
Zion said I gotta ask Mr. Cheeks who played Renee. She was fine. The chick that played Renee in the video, she was I believe she was a dancer. She used to be on in Living Color, if I'm not
She was a
mistaken.
black girl.
Yeah, the chick with the braids, the one that played Renee in the video.
Shit, to be honest, I
Yeah,
don't even know a lot of black girls' names
she
by heart.
she was a video. She was a well back then when we called them video girls. They were actually dancers though. They wasn't like just some chick like
Uh,
Superhead just in the video. But she was a dancer.
uh,
What do you think about Kristen? And it was okay. I mean, I don't care to see an Edge and Kristen reunion. I think those days are over. Even Edge now, going about to go after Reigns for the title. I mean, one last run is cool, but I don't see Edge keeping that title for a long time anyway. Like I think he could lose it before Miz. Like I would be surprised if Edge is still a champion by SummerSlam. I don't see him keeping that for a long time, but I mean it's cool, the nostalgia. But I mean I think even Edge, his best days are behind him. Yeah, Component OVA give a review tomorrow on Reg's channel. That's gonna be at midnight too, right?
yeah, we can do that midnight.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we
are,
can.
are you gonna be available before then, or that's the only time you're gonna do it?
I mean, yeah, I'm available before. We can do it like 11 if that's
Well,
cool.
yeah, we could do it. So why you want to do it so late then? I don't understand.
No, because originally it was weird because I had a video mixed up with another video because I actually wanted to pre-record something with
Mhm.
you around that
Right.
time. Which
All right. So we
yeah,
well, we could. All right. So we do the CNN reunion tomorrow at 11, and then after that we just record whatever.
yeah, that's what I meant to say. I'm
Okay.
gonna update it. Yeah, the shit.
Right. Yeah. Edge. I mean, I think Edge gonna win, but I don't see him keeping the title till SummerSlam. I think he could lose it before then. I would be shocked if they have him going into SummerSlam as a champion. All right, let's start the show, man. I don't want to be here like for until like 2 a.m. and shit.
I feel you. Yeah,
Yo, it's,
I didn't eat any yet either. So shit.
it's all good. It is all good. We gotta get Rich some dinner. You know what I mean? That ain't rap podcast. What up? It's your boy Triborough and Reg.
So
Uh,
y'all.
today we today we discussing Naughty by Nature, 1993, the third album actually, but it's only the second album with the Naughty by Nature moniker. Because they dropped the first album and they were like another title. What do they call it? Like the New Kids or something like that.
The new style.
The new style, my bad. I said new kids. The new style. That was their first
You did.
official. I still haven't heard that album at all.
It's
And
alright.
I know it's like super out of print, but my introduction to them was with OPP, 1991 classic joint. It was everywhere, household. That's the song that made them household names. It wasn't even Hip Hop Array. It was OPP. That video was everywhere on MTV. Um, Everybody knows that song. It's been in movies. It's been in TV shows like Fresh Prince of Bel Air. So that was my introduction to them, and I want to say they were like the first artists I can recall with merch, with like actual like T-shirts and hoodies and stuff.
Yeah,
Cause
they were
cause
among the
like when you look at when you like at least for the first Naughty by Nature album, the self-titled joint, like when you look in the booklet, they had like the little pamphlet you could fill out and mail in to for the hoodies and the naughty bandanas and boxes and all that. And they still got that clothing line. They still got that line out now. And it was they just blew up with that. It was a great hip hop anthem. And then they blew up with that album. Ghetto Bastard came out and Uptown Anthem from the Juice soundtrack. Blew up with that first album under the Naughty by Nature name, and then 2 years later they come back with 1993. I actually got this album, classic. You see Treach with the chainsaw. KG with
yeah,
the hoodie and all that. Classic
gully,
album.
gully
Hip
shit.
Hop Parade. Uh huh.
I said gully shit.
Yes, and Treach was like this man had an awesome. He was like the black hip hop Jason Voorhees. He had like an arsenal of weapons. There's like so many pictures and like videos I've seen him with like different like hockey mask on and the leather face mask and chainsaws and hatchets. He was like a black horror film, a walking Jason Voorhees on stage. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And that was his thing. Coming from the streets of Illtown, New Jersey, and under Flavor Unit, Queen Latifah and Shaquem. And I remember when I saw Hip Hop Parade. I remember seeing that video world premiere on Rita Music Box, and Spike Lee directed it. Love Spike Lee. I met him in person. Great director. He did that video, classic. Everybody knows that song. It's a hip hop anthem, and you know, hey, I was hooked automatically. I'm like, okay, they coming back again. People thought they couldn't do it again after OPP and the success of that, and they proved them wrong again with Hip Hop Hooray. And I ran out and bought the album. It came out February 23rd, 1993, and yeah, and instantly I was like, yo, this is a solid album. But nobody mentions this album when it comes to Naughty by Nature. It's always about Poverty's Paradise. Poverty's Paradise was a great album. That's a classic. I feel like Naughty have more than one classic.
I
And
agree.
and nobody talks about the self-titled joint from '91. They don't talk about this album. Me and Reg actually we did a Naughty by Nature discography discussion like 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
back in like 2018, we did that joint. Go look for it on Reg's channel. That was a great time, and one of the very first discographies we did on this channel together. And talking about those shitty albums after Poverty's Paradise, like Anthem Inc. and Icons, those were terrible.
Oh,
And
but Anthem
did not
Inc.
like those. Like if we had to do a ranking, those would be at the bottom for me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the first three Naughty albums, always.
What
But
did you think?
but this,
Oh, my
go ahead.
fault.
Now go ahead.
What do you think of the 1999 one?
The Anthem Inc.
No, the
Oh,
19.
1999. Yeah, I forgot about that. I actually got that one. That was dope. It had some bangers. It's not a classic to me though. But joints like Jamboree was like the big hit off of there with
Woo!
them and John A.
I
Love that
love
joint.
Jamboree.
Love that joint. Jamboree is a classic joint. Another anthem from them because they are all about the party joints. Feel Me Flow and Jamboree. You know what I'm saying? And Hip Hop Parade. And they were all about the party joints. That was a party joint. That was fire. Dead All By My Lonely. That was another banger. The joint they did with Big Pun. I forgot the name of that joint. That was a banger. They had Master P on that album. They had Silk the Shocker on that album. that album has some bangers, but it's not a classic to me though. It was just like it was some bangers and then there was some joints I ain't care for on there.
Right.
You know, and that was really like their last good project that I enjoyed. Like I said, like the last two albums from them I did not care for. They trashed to me. I don't have them. You know what I'm saying? But it's still always about the first three Naughty albums, and the second one don't get a nod. It doesn't get a lot of praise, and that's why I wanted to discuss it because it's like I think people feel like they only got one classic album, and I'm like, yo, they got more than one classic. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was your introduction to Naughty?
Oh shit. Okay. Pretty much it was an episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel Air,
Right.
and it was the episode where Malcolm Jamal Warner was in, where his character sued Will and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
so in one of the earliest scenes, you hear this dun 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 dun, and I was like,
Yes.
okay, I like that beat, I like that beat. And
Yeah.
then Jeffrey was like, not unless they're down OPP, yeah, you know me, like, and
That
then
was I remember that. That was the episode where Will got the new car
yeah,
with the sound system and Uncle Phil was
yeah,
pissed at him. Yeah,
yeah,
I remember that dream.
and it had a classic line, you can't throw me outside, Mr. Banks,
Hmm.
because I'm already
Right.
outside.
I'm already outside. Right.
Motherfucker threw him
Then
inside.
he threw him back inside. Right. He pulled a Jeff.
So what happens if he has one foot inside and one foot outside? That's what I'm thinking.
Yo,
But anyway,
crazy. That Uncle Phil was creative when he was kicking ass. Yo.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Rest in peace,
Like,
Uncle Phil.
rest in peace, James Avery, man. Like,
Yes.
no matter how many times he threw this nigga out, he still had a cycle.
Exactly. He kicked you out and then he kicked you back in. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, and then VH1, I finally knew the name of the group because VH1 had the 100 greatest songs of the 90s, which I miss when VH1 used to do like them greatest lists.
Yes. I used to like those shows.
For real, that used to be putting me on to some music, low key.
Hmm. Right.
So I heard Naughty by Nature OPP, and that's when I knew the song and stuff like that. But believe it or not, that first Naughty by Nature album, I don't think that was the first album I heard from them because the first one I've heard was Poverty's Paradise, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Yeah, man.
95.
95. Which
Hmm.
we gotta talk about that one
Oh
time
yeah,
too.
definitely.
That's
That's
coming.
that. Like again, it is a classic album, but I feel, in my opinion, they have more than one classic, and nobody talks about the other albums. It's always about Party's Paradise.
You know, niggas on the internet have audacity to call Naughty by Nature a one hit wonder.
No, hell
I'm
no.
not gonna.
That
And this is
listen,
what.
this Reg, this is why we do what we do to inform
Exactly.
the dumb. Because when dumb people say shit like that, like oh they only got one hit song like OPP, no, they have many anthems. Okay,
Exactly.
they prove the naysayers time and time again. So this is why we here to put respect on these type of artists.
Exactly. Because let me tell you, I'm gonna say this one thing about Naughty by Nature before we continue.
Hmm.
They are the perfect hip hop group to combine the rugged hip hop with the commercial appeal.
Exactly.
Like 1 minute they have the OPP, next minute they have Uptown Anthem, and
Right.
then of course you have Everything's Gonna Be All Right, and then you got Craziest, and they
Hmm.
still maintain their commercial, like the mainstream appeal. You can't say
Right.
this a lot about a lot of these other wannabe studio gangsters of hip hop today and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How they claim that they're thugs and they claim that they're hard, but they over here doing love songs and shit,
Exactly.
or having or doing
Exactly.
auto tune, or talking about
And
how you're the king of lean or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Like,
and Naughty was never about that. I mean, you could count on one album how many love joints they got. It's actually on this album with "Written on Your Kitten." That's the only love song they've ever done. Everything else is either street shit or party shit.
right,
That wasn't they love thing wasn't them. That was not their thing. You know, and you know it's amazing how they've managed to become a household name with their songs because they were from Jersey. They're like the mean streets of Jersey, the bad part of Jersey, and they managed to become so mainstream that Tom Hanks' wife Rita Wilson did a rendition of Hip Hop Hooray. That's how
who?
mainstream they are now. Cause Tom Hanks' wife know who Naughty by Nature is.
Oh wow,
Yeah, you didn't hear about that? I think that was last year she did that. She did a remix of Hip Hop Hooray. We'll talk about that when we get to the track. But
okay.
yeah, that's how mainstream they are. Like, huh?
I've always figured Tom Hanks was a hip hop head somehow.
but his wife, Rita Wilson. This is not even Tom. This is his wife that did a remix with them.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's major. The album went platinum. They had three singles from it. Hip Hop Hooray was the first single. It's On was the second single, and Written on Your Kitten was the third. There was controversy with this album, Rez. They were taking shots at people.
Yeah, I
You know,
know.
they
Oh,
took
we're
some
gonna
shots
talk
at Sir
about that.
Mix-a-Lot. They took some
Oh,
shots at Twister.
yeah.
You know, I've heard the stories. I'm like, what is
We're gonna
going on here? You know?
we're gonna talk about that shit
Oh
though.
yeah, oh
We're
yeah.
gonna
Major
talk.
controversy. Salute, Killer Tapes. What is good, bro?
What up, killer?
Renzo said, "Mama said knock you out." Yes, I love that album. That was the very first album I bought on CD ever in life. Classic
LL
LL
Cool
Cool J album.
best album.
Yes, man, still my favorite LL album.
For real.
Yeah, I saw them live too. I saw Naughty in 1999. It was either 99 or 2000. And they killed it. Like they every and they, what I like about their shows is like the type of songs they made, like Hip Hop Hooray and OPP and Feel Me Flow. It's always when you see them live, it's always they always have crowd participation back and forth, and that's what I always liked about them because a lot of artists don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So they if you haven't seen Naughty, you definitely missed out because they're definitely a great live group. You know when you see them, and I enjoyed that show. Um, but yeah, the album is 15 joints. And off the bat, we got the title track 1993, and you got like a demonic voice talking on over the track, and you know he's saying, you know, it's 1993. This is the year of no shorts. We ain't taking any losses. Anybody talk shit, they getting this straight to their face. And off the bat, they let niggas know like, yo, we wasn't a fluke the first time out. We here for real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just gotta deal with it. It's definitely a banger track. I enjoyed it. Um, I love the drums on it. Definitely some hard drums. The bass line was knocking. You got KG sampling Dougie Fresh a part of the Dougie Fresh classic song The Show. No Vinny on this track though. It's just all Treach. And Treach is saying, you know, and if you can't say hello at the same show, then don't sit your R&B ass in the same row. So it's time to make him shout. The way we feel, we might drop another album 2 days after this one comes out. Word to rap, I won't slack for no one to know. So here we go. Fire. Fire joint. I love this joint. Great title track to set the tone for this album.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I just love that 1993, that distorted shit. That's pretty much like my favorite part of the whole fucking song because it just whole sets the whole tone. Like you can tell they wanted to do something. They didn't want to do a self-titled Naughty by Nature too. Like they wanted to come out swinging. They
Oh
wanted to
yeah.
make shit for the motherfucking streets and shit like that. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Facts.
Yeah, man. And I always liked how they always had to include a naughty moniker in each year, like 19 naughty,
Right.
1999 or some shit, or 1993. I always like that shit, but yeah,
Definitely.
I
Q
don't give
was
up.
good.
Naughty by Nature
Salute.
deserves a Rock Hall of Fame. I don't give
Definitely.
a fuck.
That's what Killer said. Definitely first ballot. At least in the hip hop Hall of Fame. If they don't make it to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we already know how they roll. But definitely, arguably top five, top 10 groups of all time, in my opinion.
Hey, man, they're top 15 to me, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
no doubt. Then we get to the iconic hip hop hooray, a classic hip hop anthem. I love the call and response of it. The hip hop hooray, ho, hey, classic. Like I said, Rita Wilson, Tom did a remix for this last year with Naughty by Nature's Blessing. You can check. I left the links in the description. You can check that. She did an interview with James Corden on his late show about the song, and they actually have Tommy Boy on the Tommy Boy page. They actually have the song up. So that is big to have Tom Hanks' wife do a remix with Naughty by Nature. I never thought I would hear that. Classic song. It's an ode to hip hop. You know, Spike Lee did the video, like I said. A great joint. I love the drums and the hi hats on it. This was the first single from this album. You got Treach saying, "I did your partner cause she's hot as a baker, cause I'm naughty by nature. Not that I hate you. I love black women always, and disrespect ain't the way. Let's start out Philly today. Hip hop parade. Love that joint. Just a great hip hop anthem in general, and yeah, man, classic 5 Mile classic single.
Yeah, man. Classic, classic, classic track. Hip Hop Parade. I mean, everyone know. I feel like it's like I still about the OPP. Naughty by Nature's second signature song, in my opinion.
Yes.
I mean, I love the video of all those fucking rappers. Like, yeah, you see Latifah, you see
Right.
Easy E,
The youngsters, they were in
yeah,
that. Yeah.
um, yeah, man, I fucking love this fucking track.
Mm-hmm.
Nice usage of the Ozzy Brothers sample
Yeah,
and stuff
Ronnie
like
said,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, but the Pete
Ronnie, what
Rock
up?
what up, Ronnie? But the Pete Rock
Yes.
remix though.
I
Oh
forgot to
man,
mention that. I actually I had bought the cassette single back in the day with the Pete Rock remix for Hip Hop Hooray, and it had the B side was the I believe it was the Hood Comes First. That was the B side on that.
yeah.
And yeah, the Pete Rock remix was dope. Definitely enjoyed that joint. And that's not one of my favorite Pete Rock remixes. It was a dope remix, but I still prefer the original version. But yeah, I forgot Pete Rock did a remix for that. Yeah, definitely a classic joint. Then we get to track three, Ready for Them, featuring the late great Heavy D, and this is Heavy D still in his Blue Funk bag, because Blue Funk had just dropped a couple months before this album, and I think Heavy D, this is like one of his most aggressive features,
I agree.
and he sounded angry on this joint. He said it has a dope beat, nice horn loops, nice bass line. I love the back and forth verses between him and Treach. And Hev said I went pop, but I still kept my ghetto pass. And anyone who
Woo!
laughs can kiss my ghetto ass. And then you got Hev on the chorus flipping his little reggae styles like you did with on the Super Cat Dem No Worry Me track. Tret saying you ain't ready, remarkable or regal. You're the fucking reason that abortion shit is legal. Oh man, I think Hev definitely stole the show with his verses, man. It's definitely one of my favorites on here.
Yeah, man. That was one of my all time favorite songs. Man, there's three dope songs off this fucking album, man. Like, oh shit.
Only three?
No, no, I meant three straight
Oh,
dope songs. That's what
right.
I
Oh
meant.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And this is one of my favorites. I'm always a sucker whenever Heavy D goes to his aggressive flow. In my
Right,
opinion, like when
right.
he was on Queen Latifah's Rough.
Yes,
You can't see what I like
yes. I
because
love that.
he's so versatile with it and
And
shit.
and I saw him perform that live when that song dropped that summer, and it was bananas,
Oh, for real.
crazy.
Yeah, man. Other than that, I feel like this is a very, 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 very dope song. Tretch and Heavy definitely did their thing. Tretch Heavy under KG production. What else can you say?
Yes. Renzo's asking me what's my favorite emotional song. I don't even know. I can't even answer you right now with that. Like my favorite emotional song. I don't know. I got to get back to you with that answer.
9 o'clock.
Uh, oh, Genuine. Oh yeah, I fuck with Genuine. So anxious. Yeah, that's a classic joint. That's a classic joint, definitely. If you want, yeah, I mean, if you want to call out one. Track four, we got "Take It to Your Face." This was also, I remember this was played in the Above the Rim movie, like during the tournament at like towards the end of the film, and they like having that basketball tournament at Rucker Park.
Yeah,
They were playing "Take It to Your Face." And another hard joint. Definitely love the beat by KG. Love the bass line. I thought the chorus was basic. Like yeah, about to take it to your face. I thought that was basic. But Vinny to me, he had the best lines. He said, a hard rock from a hard block was always hard to stop the rock and harder to stop the spot. Kicking on your weight, picking on your tape, sticking on your mate, getting all your papes. Hand up in the place, you about to get a little taste of the bass. I'm about to take it to your face. Vinny killed that joint to me. Definitely a solid banger. I like this one.
yeah. Take it to the face. I love the fucking beat. That's definitely one of the most hardcore tracks off this album.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vinny definitely went in on this track. You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt
Yes.
like this with this album, Vinny was definitely at his peak, in my opinion.
I agree.
I'm, lyrically, I've never really been a big Vinny fan as much as Treach.
Right.
Um,
Same. Same.
I mean, nothing against him. I just feel like Treach is Treach, and
Yeah.
then
Oh yeah.
PG, that's like the secret formula and stuff like that. Well, Vinny was just Vinny, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and like I said, that's
Vinny
no
was just
shade.
Vinny.
Like he wasn't like
We,
no Five, he was like no Flav, you know what I'm saying? He
that
wasn't even like
that
half.
he says that's no shade, and then you low key like throw shade at him.
Man, y'all some instigators.
track track five, we got Daddy Lee Corner, very dope joint. This reminded me a little bit of Ghetto Bastard. Everything's gonna be alright from the subtitle joint. It reminded me of that. But you got Treach, kicking his hood tails, and he's talking about poverty, and his father wasn't there for him, and he said lines like you would think death is the only thing to stop me, but this Glock is crazy cocky. Plus I'm dead already, Poppy. So I like those lines. The track starts off with like with a bunch of drug deals going on until the cops roll up, and then they start running, hauling ass, and you know it was definitely like a dope joint, dope hood joint. There's a dope Easy E sample. A flip by KG. I like the horns on it as well, the hi hats. Definitely one of my favorites on here.
Yeah, Daddy was a street gun. Um, when it comes to like this album, I forgot to mention, I love how cinematic they do, like motherfuckers talking in the streets and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This one definitely is an underrated cut. Don't really hear a lot of people talk about this joint right here. So, yeah, man, very dope.
And what movie you talking about? That Treach was it S&P? What movie is that? He said
I
something
think
about Treach. Hmm?
I think you mean like porn, cause Tresh was doing some porn or some shit back.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't actually see that. I know that was a rumor back in like the 2000s that he was doing porn or some shit. I never actually saw it though. that
Well,
that was like after he just left Pepper. Like he was supposedly he was messing with Pink, and he was doing porn and like a whole bunch of like other movies and shit. Loving the Bullet or some shit like that.
white girl pink.
Yeah, yeah. He was messing with Pink.
Shit, first
Yeah,
Tommy boy.
Wendy actually broke the news that he was. You know how Wendy is. Wendy actually broke the news that he was cheating on Pepper, and that he was cheating on Pepper with Pink. And this is before Pink got with the X Games motorcyclist and had kids with him.
First Tommy boy plays him. Then Pepper leaves him. Then he cheating on Pepper with the
Yeah,
white girl.
yeah,
Now you
I remember that. That was like a big thing, and back then he had beef with Wendy because of that, because she put that news on the air like that. So you know, you know how Wendy do.
stay tuned for that
um,
episode, y'all.
yes, track six. This should have been a single to me. It was B side on the Hip Hop Erase. This should have been a single. Should have had a video for it. Love the beat on here, the bass line, the hi hats, definitely dope. You got I love the chorus. The hood, no matter bad or worse, comes first. Love that. Treach saying now Treach, he took a shot at somebody, and I need verification from you if it's the female MC that I think he's talking about, because he says hearing there's a horny little girl, hearing there's a horny little girl back getting back at rap, screaming she's mama the Mac licking. She's the mama Mac licking cracks for tracks. There's only one Queen Latifah, and that's that. The days when I've been bitching 20 years now, you wonder why you got jacked. Because if you diss one member of the flavor, the whole unit's coming back. Remember that or get trapped by the pack in black. So hide your gat. Now, is he taking shots at Roxanne?
Yes, he is.
He
He
is
took.
okay. Cause I never realized it until I was reading the lyrics, and I remember when we talked about Roxanne having beef with Latifah and MC Light, and I'm like, hold up, this dude was taking shots at Roxanne, and I didn't even know this until now.
I just knew about this when I was reviewing this album because, mind you, I didn't even put this new portion in the beef episode too. So
Mm,
this is all news to me
right.
because I know he was taking shots at Twist on this too.
Yes, that I know, but I know, but there's that involves. Well, we talk about that, but that involves a celebrity basketball game in Chicago. You heard about that
Uh,
story with the basketball game, and Jawan Howard was there, like a whole bunch of NBA players that was there. There was other celebrities there.
I heard the beef with him and Twista happened because Twista felt like Naughty by Nature, and a lot of people were taking his style
Mm.
and dissing him with it. And that's when he came up with that
There,
suicide.
it's something involving a celebrity basketball game in Chicago, and they were supposed to be there, Naughty by Nature, and they didn't show up. And I guess the people there, like they felt like they were disrespected by them.
And
And
Twista held it down.
He came out in the interview and said what he said about Twister, like Twister was biting his style or whatever. That's what led up to him dissing Twister on this album.
Oh wow.
So I don't know how true that is. Supposedly the basketball game, Twister was there and his peoples was there and they didn't like that they didn't show up.
Yo, Twista when he was young was savage as fuck.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah. Well. I mean, I know you're talking about Killer. Yeah. Well, supposedly there was rumors that he was beating Pepper when they were together. So that's why you saw a lot of that stuff go down in the Salt and Pepper movie.
They're like, what the fuck y'all looking at?
You know, I don't know how true that is. I mean, supposedly that's what was going on.
Yeah, not surprising sometimes, but
What's your thoughts on Hood Comes First?
yeah, man. First of all, I love the title.
Yes,
That's a
dope
dope
title.
title. Second of all, definitely a very cool song. You know, Treach definitely going in. I love how loyal he was, like Naughty was to Latifah
Right.
and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
shit.
because she put them on. So I mean, and they were
Right.
basically like managed by Flavor Unit.
Yeah, you can't say the same about one game and 50 for going there and game was buddying up all 55 goals and shit. But that's another story for another day.
Oh Lord.
Anyway, yeah, this was a very dope track. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know, my favorite tracks off this album. So yeah, I
Yes.
love that beat too.
Yes. Definitely one of my favorites on here. Should have been a single. I don't know why they make it that, but that's neither here or there. We got track 7, The Only Ones. Nice little beat. I don't care for this song. It's not really one of my favorites. So I don't really
Oh
got too
man,
much to say about it. You like this one?
yeah, I love this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I love it because
Hmm.
for one, I definitely love Treach's
Right.
flow on and stuff like that. Like the beat, I don't know what I can really describe the beat, but it definitely has like one of those hardcore yet at the same time it's like commercial, not like commercial, but like
Right.
easy listening kind of beat and stuff like that. I love when he says, "Jump off the Disney. I got a legal million on my hit. We bust our asses, sprayed the grasses, and the court I outlasted. Cause bitch, I pay taxes. Like
Right.
damn. Yeah, man, 1993, man. Ooh, the punchlines on this album, on some other shit, but yeah, man.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and I was also just gonna say like he's also talking about how black men were like mistreated by the police too
That's
and
still
stuff
going
like
on.
that.
Still
Yeah,
going on. Yep.
still going on. So yeah,
Timeless.
very dope track.
Um, I wanted to say the killer. Yeah. See, Salt and Pepper were the executive producers of the film, so I'm pretty sure they had to go to Treach to sign off on stuff that happened. You know what I'm saying? Because I think if it was fabricated, he could have had a lawsuit but on them by now. So
Pyrotechnics,
you know
unfortunately, seems it's on his way to the hospital right
what I
now.
think about Nicki Minaj. I think Nicki Minaj had some dope albums. I liked some of her albums. I'm not putting her in the same realm with Lauryn Hill and Latifah, but I thought Nicki did her thing for like the 2010s. Um, yeah, now we get to track 8, the second single is on. Um, I like this version. I also like the radio mix. I thought that was dope. The track, I think the intro for the track was too long. Like there's like a little intro going on with KG and
Mhm.
one of the producers, Sid, S.I.D. Reynolds, and Sid has this, he's playing like this old record, and he sees like a horn sample in the record, and he calls up KG to hear it so that he can make a beat out of the horn sample, and I think that that just went on for too long in the song. And a couple weeks later, KG calls him up and he's like, he hooked up the beat. Listen to the beat, and he plays the beat over the phone for him. And it's the actual, it's on track. I didn't care for that intro. I just thought it was stupid. But the actual track itself was banging. I love the drums and the bass line for that. And like we talked about before, they took shots at Sir Mix a lot. Vinny took shots at him. I love Vinny's verse. He says, what he said, who gives a damn if you mix a lot? East Coast gets the props. Producers rock and not. Baby ain't got back, baby got black. That's why you see the black baby and you respect that. Fire. I never cared for Sir Mix-a-Lot. I always thought he was a one-hit wonder, but that's just me. But I thought the Vinny's verse was dope. Definitely one of my favorite songs on here.
Yeah, man. To be honest, it's actually my favorite track off this album, low key.
Right.
And pretty much the reason I don't know about you, but I love the
Mm.
intro
You like
because
the
like
intro?
I love the intro.
Yeah, but I mean, was that really I don't know. Like, were they trying to be too cinematic? Was that really needed for a song like this?
The way I see as a producer like myself and stuff like that, like I just it's just like something like what a lot of producers be doing and stuff like just call a loop, come
Mm.
out weeks later talk about oh
Right.
I messed it up and stuff like that, and then I don't know. I think they added like a smooth criminal effect. I don't know if it was this song or whatever, but
Okay.
whatever. But this was a very cool song. I don't know exactly why Sir Mix-a-Lot and Naughty Beef. I've been trying to look that up for a long. I guess because it was commercial. He was commercial,
Right.
and that Baby Got Back song was big or whatever. But yeah, man, this
Okay.
track right definitely was a big track right here.
Mm.
I like the single more than Hip Hop Hooray. I like
Oh
both
wow,
versions.
really? You like this
Yeah,
more than Hip Hop Array? Wow.
love this more than Hip Hop Hooray.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Never heard that before.
Okay. Shit. So pretty much, I love when Vin and Treach were going back and forth. Treach
Yeah.
was saying some shit like, yeah, we're the thing slangers, body boom bangers, breaking in your shit with the hanger. Damn real, I gotta live it up. Never
Right.
forget your cut on my back. Watch your girl's cat give it up. Woo, fuck. So yeah, very cool track right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but Killer, they owe Pepper money from 30 years ago, and to me, I thought I mean they owe Spinnerella money from 30 years ago. To me, I think Spinnerella was being way too loyal to them, and I could see why because she felt like they were like family to her, and she was being too loyal to them, and she stayed around. But the average person, if you're in a group and you're not getting paid for 30 something years, you're gonna be out. And she stayed way past the time when she should have left, and they owe her money. And supposedly they made a settlement. They never said how much they gave her in the settlement, and she can't talk about it. But they owe her a lot of money, in my opinion, because without the DJ, the DJs was an important part of those groups. Run DMC, Houdini, EPMD, any groups back then. The DJ was always the most important part. Without Primo, you have no Gangstar. You just have Guru and Jasmine Taz. You know what I'm saying? Without Pete Rock, you just have CO Smooth, and he didn't come out with shit when he was by himself. So they owe Spinderella much more than they gave her, in my opinion.
I agree.
Track 9, we got Cruddy Click. Again, not one of my favorites. I like the beat, but it's not one of my favorites on the album. What you think about it?
To me, it reminds me of LL Cool J's "Pink Cookies in a Plastic Bag" for some odd reason.
You think so?
A little bit, because
Wow.
even with this song, they were using like rappers as double entendres, like what LL was doing for Pink Cookies and stuff like that too. So yeah, but yeah, this is not
Um,
one of my favorite tracks.
is that one of your favorites?
You said what?
No, no. I was actually if it was one of your favorites on here.
Yeah,
Track 10, we got Knock 'em Out the Box featuring the Rotten Rascals. That was a group that was I think that they were discovered by Naughty by Nature.
yeah.
And the three members Chap, Fam, and Diesel. Now Diesel is actually Treach's cousin, and Chap was the one that he rapped on Janae's hit single "Hey DJ," "Hey Mr. DJ," back in not was it 93, 94. That was the
Yeah.
guy rapping on that song. So they part of the Rotten Rascals. I like their album Rotten to the Core, underrated album from '95. We gotta talk about that Rotten Rascals album one day.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for that.
And
I want to say I have that album, but I could be
you got
wrong.
that? I don't got it. I know that's out of print.
I know I got one of the other affiliate albums too, but
Okay.
yeah.
Um. Yeah. And this was a collab joint with. I love the beat and the bass line. That piano loop was dope. The a KG sample, Slick Rick, a part of Slick Rick's song, Children's Story. I like Diesel's verse from the Rascals. He says, "Bring on your ripper snappers with the rotten bunch of rappers. Leave you hanging from the rafters. I ain't shit. I never was shit. So if you had all your wits, motherfucker, you start popping it. Cause I ain't one for the chit chat. The Rascals ain't with that. Get back, keep it Mac in my backpack. Fire lines by Diesel. Treach did his thing. I thought it was a dope collab with one of their own peoples.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely see your point and shit. Like off topic, but look at this picture with Jay Z with his dreads and shit.
Oh my God, is that real?
Yeah,
He looked like
yeah.
J Cole in that picture. That's a recent picture of Jay.
That's like a recent picture of Jay. Yeah.
What the
I'm
hell?
sorry.
What? How did he get all this dread? I thought he was going bald. How did he get dreads? is
But I
that is
wouldn't
that
be
a
surprised.
hairpiece? He's wearing a hairpiece. That has to be.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were fake, but I don't think they are fake.
Wow. That,
Yeah.
that's that's Hova Marley.
So that's Hope Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, this track right here. This was a pretty cool track. Not really one of my favorite posse cuts, that Naughty has done,
Right.
but for some odd reason, I like the usage of that Isaac Hayes sample
Yeah.
because I've heard niggas use that sample plenty of time, and they use it the
Right.
same way, like, ding, 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 ding,
Right.
ding.
Right.
The way they
Yeah.
did it, they kind of cut it up and they re-loop the cut up part. Which I was like, okay, it's different and shit. So yeah, man. I pretty much just like the song for the beat. I gotta
Yeah.
be real with you.
Salute King. What's good, yo? Yeah. Jay looking like a Marley. We got track 11, Hot Potato, featuring Freddie Foxx before he changed the name to Bumpy Knuckles. One of my favorite joints on here. I thought it was a dope beat, nice bass line, really hard track. I love the back and forth mic play with him and Treach. And Freddie to me had the best verses. He says, I beat you down on stage, and when the battle's over, you'll be leaving your show in a hearse Nova. I'm on a hunt for a rapper, want to turn singer. Got my beam down bat and my itchy finger. Fire lines. They both had like two verses apiece, as Treach would describe it as four potatoes on the song. Talking about the two verses from each of them. I thought it was dope. I would have loved to hear Vinny on the track as well. I thought Vinny should have been on the track, but that's just another story. But definitely a solid bang on here.
Something about old Freddie Fox before Bumpy Knuckles, that anger,
Mm.
that voice.
Yeah.
I don't know. When it comes to underground rapper, I never hear niggas mention Freddie or Bumpy Knuckles like that.
Nope. They
Like
don't.
this is really like rough vibes and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like that to me is like one of the greatest guest verses in hip hop history.
Right.
And I
Facts.
agree with you. I feel like Freddie definitely killed it. That fucking voice alone
Yeah.
is iconic and shit like that.
Yeah.
One of my favorite lines when he says, shit, what is that shit? Once I bust a fat rhyme, you be a has was. I beat you
Mm.
down on stage when the battle's over. You be
Yeah.
leaving your show in a hits Nova. Woo!
Fire.
Motherfucker.
Fire. And
But yeah.
and and it. Go ahead, my bad.
Oh no, I was gonna say I love this track. Yeah, I'm good.
And the countless, and he's another one, like the features he's on, he raises the bar better, like the stuff he's done with Gangsta on the Militia, and Winda G with Big L, and the Connection album with Primo. I love his work. We definitely got to put some respect on Bumpy Knuckles.
That just hit me. I
Yeah.
say top five Freddie Fox, Bumpy Knuckles guest appearances.
Yes, definitely, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
We'll do that next month.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm down.
Yes,
Even though he
definitely.
wasn't. Oh, yeah, go ahead. My fault.
No, go, go.
Have you ever heard a song he did with Tupac?
I don't think so. What's the name of it?
I want to say it's called Beef, but I'm gonna look it up right quick. Because that was
Okay.
for
Is
the
it
original.
like this is before Pac died or no?
Yeah, before Pac died.
Okay.
It was the original Crazy Like a Fox album. Because there's like two versions of that album
Right.
and stuff like that. Because I
Yeah,
think,
I don't have none of his albums.
hell no. I was this close to getting the
Mm,
2009 album, but it's
yeah.
called Killer.
Or
Whew.
yeah, Herbie was robbing all of them. I mean, he was just shiesty, and they were dealing. I think was it Salt and Pepper was on like what Select Records? That was a janky label to begin with. Next Plateau Records. That was a janky label. That they had to deal with. Kid and Play had to deal with Select Records, and another janky label. But I think what messed up Salt and Pepper was Salt's relationship with Herbie, because she was young and dumb and she was in love and she couldn't see the bullshit that was going on. Or Pepper was the one that was telling her like, yo, like he's doing this, he's doing that, and she wasn't listening to her partner. So that's why they got caught up in a lot of those bad contracts because of Herbie.
Shoot.
Um yeah, now we on track 12, Sleeping on Jersey featuring Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah was on the chorus for this joint. She was also on the first album on Wickedest Man Alive on the 1991 album. And this was okay. Again, a lot of controversy with this. Treach was taking shots at Twister, and supposedly, from what I heard, it was over. There was a celebrity b-ball game that they were supposed to attend. They didn't show up, and Twister and his peoples got mad. And then Treach did an interview and said something to the effect of, Twister was biting his style and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, Treach got back at him on here and he said, time to drop through. Hook is getting dropped to. What do I think about you? Hot chew. Put it on the box and stamp it so I can FedEx your ass to Kansas. I put a few blows and gargles so you can tongue twist your ass back to Chicago. Crazy, crazy joint. Like he definitely had some balls on here. I like this joint. And then you had Latifah on with her Jamaican accent on the chorus. I thought it was a banger.
Yeah. Not really one of my favorite joints, like you said, but I did like the shots he was taking at Twister or tongue
Right,
twister at the time. So,
right.
yeah, man.
Who
Very,
would win
very
in the battle to you between Twister and Treach? Like not even a versus battle, like this, like ball for ball.
stretch.
Treach,
Yeah, cause
cause I remember Twister. I remember when Twister made the Guinness Book of World Records for being the fastest rapper. That was like a big thing in hip hop.
and I like Twister. Don't get me
Mm,
wrong. Like he's a dope rapper,
right,
but for one, if it was like bar for bar, I would understand Stretch a bit more than Twister,
right.
stuff like that. Because sometimes he likes to rap fast just to rap fast. Sometimes.
And you can't understand him.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
that's no shade, and I know that's his
right,
style and stuff like that. But
right,
me, when he have Busta Rhymes,
right.
sometimes he does that. You can understand like the one
You
with
can
Mr.
understand what he's saying. Right,
Yeah, but at least
yeah,
Busta, you can still he can enunciate
right.
and you can have a clear picture.
And that's
Hell,
the problem. Remember I was telling you when we was doing the Art of War discussion. That's the problem I had with a lot of like trying to recite the bone lyrics, because I'm like they were rapping fast, and I didn't. A lot of times I didn't understand what the hell it was saying, but it just sounded dope. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand what you're saying.
and ironically, Bone and Twister had beef too.
What is it
Ironically,
about the fast rappers that they got beef with each other? It's like they everybody trying to compete to be the fastest rapper alive or something. You know?
because remember, 3 6 Mafia, they were doing that fast rapping
Right.
shit.
They're doing that too, right?
They beef with Bone.
Yeah.
That whole Art of War album, man, they just
Yeah,
had
man, it's
we
crazy.
gonna say what we have to say
Yes, I was just mentioning that album. I'm like, yo, like Crazy Bone and Busy Bone to me are the stars of that album. They killed a lot of those tracks.
for
You know what I'm
real.
saying? Like they definitely were the stars. Definitely. You know. Um.
Boom
So
that.
yes. a five mic classic double album. I love that album. Thanks to everybody that watched that review. It's like at almost at 600 views now. So salute to y'all. Out that we had fun doing that. I didn't know how I got through it because I didn't know how I was gonna recite any of those Bone lyrics. So it was crazy. You know what I mean? So is the beef with Treach and Twister, is it still a thing, or is it's over?
Nah, I think they squashed it.
Or they
I'm not.
squashed it? Well, that's what's
Yeah.
up. That's cool. I like Twister. I got one of his albums. The one from '06, '07. I got that one. I know you say you don't like that one. Was it the day after or something like that? It was called.
Anything after '04, I'm not,
Yeah,
and I'm
you're
not
not
even
a
a big.
fan.
Yeah, anything after '04,
Mm.
I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, he had a lot of Neptunes produced stuff on that album.
Uh,
You know, CeeLo's on that album. A lot of features on that album. So
CeeLo and Twister.
yeah.
That's interesting.
The track 13, we get to the third single. The last single on this album was "Written on Your Kitten." Um, it's a sector joint. You got in the start of the song, you got like some little kittens meowing. You got a girl moaning. I like the beat and bass line. I prefer the QD3 remix. That's the video version. I prefer the remix for that. But I mean, I like the original joint. It was cool. You got some lines. Treach getting nasty, saying, next crew, this ain't no Pepe Le Pew. This is what we do. Menage a trois, we do. Many praise the way we play, but what can I say? And you got the chorus. Oh, where's my kitty cat? Where's my kitty cat stroking me? Oh, but she's open G. I like that. It was cool. I like I said, I prefer the remix from QD3. I thought that was a banger. But the original drum was cool.
I gotta be real with you. I only like the video version of this track.
You like the
I,
video version? Yeah.
I'm
That's
not a
the
big.
QD3 remix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the OG was cool, but like I was spoiled by the original version at first. So
Right.
when I finally heard the album, I was like, okay, yeah, Written on Your
Mm-hmm.
Kitten. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
man, what the fuck is this, man? Like,
Yeah.
'cause QD3, oh man, QD3 is just that nigga though, man.
Underrated. We
Like,
were just talking about him. He's underrated.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the bangers
Mm-hmm.
episode coming soon, man. I don't give a fuck.
Yes. Definitely.
That's not even gonna be a
Definitely.
vote. I'm just gonna say that's already on song. I don't give a fuck. But yeah,
Definitely.
dope sex joint.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Ronnie, you're right. Treacherous 3, they originated that whole fast rap and shit.
Right. Yeah,
But yeah,
and they had they battles back in the day too with people. So
yeah, with Furious 5, Run
right.
DMC.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Cool.
The video also features Pepper. Ironically, that's back when Treach and Pepper were together. So
She was
yeah, you can
fine
check.
in that video.
Yeah, you can check the video for that. It's the link is in the descriptions. She was in Written on a Kitten. He was in What a Man. You know. So yeah, that was a dope joint. Track 14. Now track 14 and 15, the last two joints on the album, supposedly Sleepwalking 2 and Shoutouts. They were I read online that they were only separate tracks everywhere outside of the US. But my copy actually has both of them as separate tracks. So I don't know. And I got this back in '93, so I don't know how true that is. If anybody have the album, let me know. Like, supposedly those two tracks they were like together, but outside of the US there was separately there were separate tracks. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
I never had a
Um,
festival, so I wouldn't know.
yeah, Sleepwalking 2, it was okay. I like the beat, but it's not like nothing really that stood out to me for that song. And it's basically Treach was talking about some groupie that she was sucking dick to get a record deal. And then like in shout outs you have Vinny giving shout outs to like the whole damn Caribbean, Jamaica and Trinidad, and you got the shout outs track is like 5 minutes long, but together when you put both Sleepwalking 2 and shout outs together, it's like 7 minutes long. And then you got KG coming on with shouting out people over a different beat, and he's shouting out Nikki D and Apache, rest in peace to Apache, and Heavy D, rest in peace to him, Kid Capri, Red Alert, Ed Lover, Dr. Dre, everybody shouting out the whole damn Jersey. I just thought they wasted time with both of these songs. I didn't like the way they ended the album with those two songs.
Yeah, man. When it comes to like these, I'm just gonna say this about the shout out tracks.
Right.
I hate when rappers use very dope beats and waste it on shout out tracks.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
What Compton's Most Wanted, they kind of did it the best
Hmm.
because with the Straight Checking Them album, they had a song called Gangsta Shout Out.
Right.
And of course, spelling shout like shot, like
Yeah.
and,
Right.
you know, eight rap like a one verse, and then he shouted out everybody. Like he didn't waste the beat. Then you
Exactly.
have motherfuckers like I think Kane had a dope shout out beat. Had a
Hmm.
shout out see what he wasted. Like
Right.
and sometimes motherfuckers be shouting out everybody. Like
Yeah, like I don't get it. For what? They if you have the album credits, they're gonna see it in there anyway when you do the thank yous. You know what I mean? Like, why do you need to do a whole shout out track if you're gonna thank everybody in the album credits? Why do you need to do a whole shout out track?
and I'm just gonna say this. This is gonna be the realest shit I say today. This is gonna be the realest shit I say today.
Hmm.
If you have too many motherfuckers in your circle, they're gonna think that you owe them something.
Exactly.
That's all I gotta say.
Right. I ain't care for. I just thought they wasted. That's not how you should have ended the album. I just thought like shout outs could have been off of the album, or you could have had that in the beginning of the album, thanking everybody in advance for listening to the album. I was like people have done that before. The sleepwalking track I didn't care for. Like they could have put the Written on Your Kitten remix as the last track on there as a bonus
Right.
track. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people like that remix anyway. It's supposedly it's like a highly sought after single from them.
Oh
The
wow.
remix. I read that online. It's like a lot of people are like looking for that Written on Your Kitten remix. So it's out of print. But I thought they could have had that as a bonus track or whatever. But I love the album. I think it was great production from KG. He's another underrated producer. The singles, they picked the right singles. Hip Hop Hooray, Anthem, Classic. It's on. I love that song. Written on the Kitten was cool. The Hood comes first. Ready for them. Daddy was a street corner. Hot potato, one of my favorite naughty joints with Freddie Foxx and Knock 'Em Out the Box. I definitely think it's a solid album. I definitely think it's a five mic album. Even with the shout outs, I don't care for that. Sleepwalking, I didn't care for that. But the album overall, minus that, I think it's definitely a classic album. Definitely five mics in my opinion.
Yeah, man. To me, this is probably Naughty's most underrated album, is my opinion.
Right.
I always felt like this was a classic album. Too. They went really gangster on this album, like not like gangster, but like hardcore and shit.
Right.
Um, Treach, still one of the best MCs out that time. Vinny
Yes.
definitely did his thing. No, I was not throwing shit at Vinny. I'm just,
Oh Lord. Poor Vinny.
but
Poor Vinny.
I even like the whole early skits, like the cinematic skits, where you can hear
Right.
like the
Yeah, I
people.
know you enjoy that. Like for me, I don't hate it. I always try to like skip through it to get to the song. I'm like, why the hell is this intro so damn long? This is an actual song, and they don't have the intro in the video, right? I don't think the intro's in the video, if I'm
I
not
want to
mistaken.
say they do have something. It's been a while since I've seen the It's On video, to be real.
Okay.
So shit. But yeah, I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5. I'm not gonna front.
Yes. Oh shit, you giving it a five mics? It's hard to get five mics out of you. So, it's, you're like Simon Cowell. You know what I'm saying? When you give these five mic ratings and shit. It's
Shit.
official. Reg gave it a five mic review. I'm gonna give it five mics because I wouldn't be covering it if it ain't five mics. But if Reg give it five mics, it's official.
Because with me, when it comes to like these albums and shit like
Mm,
that, even when it's like these so-called classic albums, people call it a classic. I have to be like, okay, what
right.
what
Oh yeah.
what
Well,
makes
we
it a
know.
classic?
We know that they
Yeah,
just say any old stupid thing like, oh, this is a classic, and they don't have no reason for it to call it a classic.
like niggas calling Pop Smoke's album a classic album. I'm like, okay, now
I don't know
now
about all that.
let's
I
cut the
just
crap.
saw a trailer. Speaking of Pop Smoke, I just saw a trailer for a new movie he's gonna be in. It's called Boogie, and it's about like an Asian basketball player. You saw the trailer? It's about an Asian basketball player.
Yeah, like last week.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's coming out next week, I think. It looks interesting. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's gonna be good, but I'm like, well, Pop Smoke did a movie before he passed away.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, you know,
I might
interesting,
check it out. I might check it out.
interesting. But Sam said Pop Smoke sucks.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Pop Smoke either.
Hey man,
I mean, I like some songs, but
right?
I gotta be. I only heard it from after when he died. I'm just gonna be real.
No, I'm not a fan. I mean,
And a
I'm
lot of these
sorry that he
motherfuckers,
passed away. Sorry that he passed away. I'm not. I wasn't a fan when he's alive. I'm not gonna be a fan now.
and a lot of these motherfuckers, they're not even fans of him either. They just want to do the whole
Right.
sympathy. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna be real.
it's the trend. It's the trend of saluting these artists when they drop dead, but you wasn't listening to their shit when they were alive. You know, how many new Doom fans does he get a day?
My point exactly.
You know what I mean? So Ronnie said y'all should do a beat battle of KG. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting, definitely, because KG did R&B stuff too, like for Jaheim and Next and John A. John A. first album is classic.
Yeah,
You know?
I need to get some John A albums. Them shits are expensive for some odd reason.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I want to get the second album, but that shit is like super out of print.
For real, I saw that shit on Amazon. That shit was like fucking $60.
They wildin'. I don't want it that much. I want it, but I don't want it for that much money.
True. I bet you can get Green Day's first album for a cheap price, but that's what
Oh,
I.
Dookie, oh yeah, Dookie, you could get like at pawn shops for like $5.
Well, what
You
album?
know, the Dookie album, you could get that at many pawn shops.
Man, I'm tired of seeing Dickie. I see Dickie even at CVS pharmacy. I'm tired of seeing.
Uh, I gotta get that. I don't got that one.
Let me see a copy of David Ruffin's Gentleman Ruffin and shit. I
Right.
should have never given that album away, man. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. KG is underrated, definitely.
Yeah, KG also found next.
Hey, next they one great album. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking nothing that from. I'm not taking that away from him. But it was one great album. It wasn't like a whole bunch of albums they had that were great. Not top 50 in my book though. Favorite KG song that he produced. Y'all never gonna let me stop talking about next, yo. It's a damn shame.
The
And
way
and it
you
wasn't the nigga bribed me for money and tickets. You know what I'm saying? Not the other way around. You know what I'm saying?
and the way you get out with some of these artists and shit, this shit's hilarious to me.
Yeah, I'm like, you want to bribe me for my opinion? No, sorry, I didn't start this channel to be bribed by anybody. Favorite KG song he produced? Damn, that's a good one, Ronnie. I love the John A song, Hey Mr. DJ. That's classic. You know the naughty stuff, Hip Hop Hooray, OPP. You know, Feel Me Flow, all of them joints. You know. Sam said, "Have you listened to Industry Shakedown?"
Of course.
Yeah, that was a dope joint. I like the Connection joint a little bit better, but yeah, Industry Shakedown was dope. I haven't heard the stuff with him as the other stuff with him as Freddie Foxx.
Yeah, man. I never heard anyone say they like the
Mm.
collection album better than Industry Shakedown. I never heard no.
Yeah, yeah, the Connection album was dope. Cause see, and I've heard people say like if that was Primo giving those to Nas, he would have killed it. I believe Nas is on the track. I think Nas is on that album if I'm not mistaken. You
I
know,
don't think so. That
he's
album
not
was
on the
kind of
album. I thought he was on the album. No, I want to say
ironic.
Nas is on that album. It's been a minute since I heard that album. That the connections right. Ronnie said, "What are your thoughts on Stevie Wonder moving to Ghana?" I think Ronnie sent me that on Instagram today or something.
To be honest, that's good.
He's moving to Ghana. Why is he moving to Ghana?
I feel like he said that he doesn't get that much respect in America or some shit.
Oh wow. So he's taking his talents to Ghana.
Yeah, because Ludacris moved to Ghana too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he,
Wow. So
he's a citizenship in Ghana.
so he really pimping around the world. Then he just like his song. Wow.
How you moved to Ghana, but you still got your Ferrari jacked in Atlanta though?
That's what I don't understand. Yo, that's the dumbest shit I've heard so far this year, yo.
Why the fuck would you leave
Coogee,
for your do that? Why
what's
the fuck
good,
your keys in the ignition in an Atlanta ATM
bro?
at night?
That is. Oh, it's at night that happened. I thought it was in daytime.
Oh, was that day? I heard it was at night.
Oh, was at night? That is the dumbest shit ever, yo. The dumbest shit ever. So that's why he left and went to Ghana. Like it can't happen out there.
No, this was recently. He moved to Ghana
Oh, this
like
is
last
recently.
week.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, Bobby Schmurder's out of jail. Who cares? I didn't listen to him.
Yo, Bobby's that nigga though.
But is it y'all really hyped for Bobby Schmurder getting out of jail?
I mean, to be honest, I'm
You
not
listen to
hyped.
his stuff?
You
Like
said
you like
what?
his stuff? Did you like
Yeah,
his stuff?
he only had like
So
two
so
songs.
so yeah. I mean, he didn't ever drop an album, right?
Nah, he was about to until he got
Oh,
locked
he's about
up.
to drop an album. All right. Wow. Yeah, Bobby Schmurder's out of jail. It's been on the news. I think the Knicks put up like a big billboard outside of Madison Square Garden for him, like for Bobby Schmurder. You act like this is like the king of Zamunda coming here or some shit. You know, that's next week is Prince of Zamunda. You
Hey
know,
yo, hey yo,
hmm
better Bobby than that fucking Takashi. I'll give you that. Fuck.
yeah, I guess.
What you mean you guess?
I didn't listen. I didn't listen to neither. So, you know, Takashi or Bobby Schmurder. I didn't listen to neither one of them.
Hey, I don't listen to Takashi either. I just don't like snitches.
You know, like
I don't like snitches.
Coogee said I got other albums to listen to, but that's on my list. Oh, Roots of Evil.
Yeah, that
Okay.
review is coming to next month. One of the greatest
Uh,
Mafioso albums ever. But I'm
man.
surprised you don't even know what song I'm listening to right now, Try.
What you listening to?
I'm gonna let you guess.
That's
It's your
who's that? Keisha Cole?
no,
No, not Keisha Cole.
nah, it's Justin
R.
Timberlake
Kelly?
and Beat.
Oh, Justin. Oh, Justin Timberlake. What? What got
Yeah,
into you?
I've always liked this song. Ask Coogee.
Oh, so you like this song, but you don't like Justin at all.
I said I like a few songs from Justin. I only
I
like the
thought you
song
was anti Justin, Reg. I didn't. I'm.
for Beyonce.
Do, do you like any of his albums or no?
I can tolerate the 2020 experience. I can
What you mean you
tolerate
can
that.
tolerate? What does that mean? You can tolerate
Tolerate
it. That's a long ass album. It's two parts.
the
You can
first part.
tolerate that over the other albums?
I don't care for Justified. That was
What?
some.
That's a classic.
That's
Justified is a
microwavable,
classic.
microwavable Michael Jackson stuff.
Future Sex Love Sound. You didn't care for that? That's his best album to me.
That has some okay tracks.
Classic. Those two are
Like
classic albums.
thank you, Coogee. He even said I do like that song.
So you like okay, so if you had a playlist, is Justin going on your playlist?
He does not deserve to be on my playlist.
He does not deserve and you're playing them now. So what does that mean? Are you
First of all,
playing that in honor of me?
I'm not doing this. Not a playlist. This is
Oh.
just me randomly playing songs that randomly come in my head.
I did a Justin Timberlake ranking, and people barely is watching it, so I guess they didn't like Justin. But I had to
Send
talk
that.
about it because that's what I like.
Send that to me. Send that to me.
It'll barely make 100 views at if anything. I don't expect it to go over 100, but you know, I said why not? It's Justin. I like Justin as a solo artist. I didn't care for him as within sync. Something different. I Justin Timberlake is a talented solo artist. That all that shit that beef with Prince, I didn't even know about that shit until after Prince died. Same thing with Michael. I didn't know he had beef with Michael until after he died or whatever.
Yeah, yes. Motherfucker. Already.
You like some of his songs, but they can't make your playlist. So what do you just play it when you're like cleaning the house?
I just play if I feel like playing that song.
Wow. Can I give Coogee a wrench? Coogee got to be in here more often. Sam, you got a wrench. Why you worried about everybody else?
What's
As
the
long as
wrench?
you got one.
Wrench? What is this
That's
wrench?
the wrench mean a moderator on your channel. You get a wrench like for kicking people out. It's like internet term.
I swear to God, this new generation, Charlie's second lingo, y'all. This ebonics, I don't understand. Whatever
Sam,
happened?
you
Like,
got a wrench. As long as you got one. What you worried about everybody else? What does that mean? You telling me who to give wrenches to now?
yo, I bet.
Make sure you give Sam my mailing address because he wants me to review Belly, and I told him I'll review Belly if you get the Blu-ray for me.
I got you. Yeah, yeah. I already let him know. Yeah, I'm already gonna review the Dream sex tape when that dude sends me the copy and shit. I cannot wait.
Right. Reg is going to play Going in Circles.
Oh yes, yes, Ronnie, yes.
Make him say or DMX Rough Riders Anthem. Definitely Rough Riders Anthem for me. That's the only masterpiece song I like though. I ain't even gonna lie. That was a banger up here.
Oh, you
I,
tripping?
yes, I mean, well, I wasn't a big no. I'm not a big No Limit except for the Snoop stuff. I'm not a No Limit head like that, and I like C Murder, but I don't have none. I don't have none of the C Murder albums from when he was on No Limit. I got the C Murder shit from when he left No Limit.
I like C Murder, but he tries so hard to sound like fucking.
I almost bought. I told you that time. I almost bought Silk the Shocker's sophomore album because I was saving some shit off of it that was dope. But I got scared. I didn't buy it. I was like, what if I go home and I don't like it? I got to throw it away like China doll. Oh man.
Oh yeah, Tiger Woods, keep your head up. By the way,
Yeah. Yeah. She got into a bad car accident. I thought he was dead. I'm like, I kept seeing this shit on Instagram. I'm like, is he dead? You know? The seatbelt saved him. See, you gotta wear your seatbelt when you drive. The seatbelt saved him. He broke both his legs.
I'm not trying to be funny,
Uh
but this thing Tiger always has some weird accidents with some cars. If you think about it, then he get his ass beat by his
hmm
wife in the car.
His wife, right? He crashed the car and his wife busted his ass. And
How you get your ass beat by a white woman?
hey man, she was
That's what
angry.
I'm
Was she
saying.
beat him with the she beat him with the golf club?
I don't give a fuck.
I
I
think.
ain't, I ain't never let no white woman cause me no harm and shit. I don't give
Oh
a
Lord.
fuck.
But that's all he was boning. He was boning fucking porn stars that was white chicks. And ugly ones at that. They wasn't even cute. If you gonna bone a porn star, at least bone a certified dime porn star, not no ugly looking chick, and then you got her pregnant at that.
Loki, I'm sorry, but Tiger Wood. First of all, the name Tiger Wood that does not scream player to me.
Tiger.
Tiger.
And he already think he not black, so you know he
Yo,
don't he don't acknowledge his blackness. So
but
why
he
should
was
we
black.
acknowledge him?
He was black when he was getting all the women though. That's what the only
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Yeah, you were black then. When his ass got caught and he wanted sympathy from the black community, that's when you was black then. You ain't black any other time when you boning ugly ass porn stars and shit.
Yo, shit. Bro, Tiger Woods, man. Probably the
He's
greatest golfer in our generation. But he a funny nigga though.
hey, I don't watch golf. You know, salute to people that do. I mean, it wasn't gonna change my mind whether a black man was in the sport or not. I don't care for golf. I just think it's boring. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather watch Serena. Like Serena, I could watch play tennis because I like tennis and Serena is pretty to look at, but I can't watch golf.
Yo, have you ever heard of golf moderators? Look at him slightly, please.
No. Yeah, yeah. Hilarious.
Touch.
Hilarious.
He slightly pushed the golf.
Cool. Cody said if Ronda Rousey squaring up, I'm dipping.
Who the fuck is Ronda Rousey?
Ronda Rousey is the she was in UFC and then she went to the WWE, became the women's champ.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say all I'm gonna do to white girl just hold her wrist and shit like that. Just like, yeah, you need to calm your ass down.
Oh
Cause you know
boy.
white women, they be always trying to do like fight like this. I hate
Right.
white
Right.
woman, black woman. They be trying to hit the punches and shit. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
For real.
And
Get a couple
then
punches in there.
you know what? You know a black woman tired when they do
Mhm.
this.
Yep.
Like you know a black woman, they want to fight you. Like fuck you.
Right. Yep.
Then they pound on their chest and shit.
I remember when Chris Rock did that on his stand up and he said, I won't hit a woman, but I'll surely shake the shit out of you. Hilarious, yo.
But I'm just saying, if a female, sometimes I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna be real with you. When a female gets really tired of a nigga, you know what she does?
Uh-huh.
He opens a new bank account. I dead ass. Sometimes females can take the money because you know that's why niggas You can't just. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be real with you. You can't share an account with a woman. I'm gonna be real with y'all right now. Because when your female gets mad, she's gonna take that shit,
Yep.
put it in her account. Let's just say she takes $50 a week,
I feel you on
and
that.
let's just say how many weeks is it in a year?
Mm.
How many weeks is it in a year? Anybody answer in the chat?
Shit, I don't know.
Okay.
A lot.
So let's just say out of all the weeks, you pissed her off 30 weeks of the year and stuff
Right.
like that.
Right.
She's going 30 times 5.
Mm.
That's 180. And let's
Right.
just say y'all were married for about 12 years. Y'all were married,
Mm.
but y'all were together for 4 years, so approximately 16 years.
Right.
So let's do the math. So 180 times 16. I'm I'm too fucked up right now, but if she has that last straw,
Mm.
she already gonna be good, and she already gonna have another man 52 weeks. Thank you,
52
Sam.
weeks. Sam.
She already
Okay.
gonna have another man waiting for, and it's gonna be a foreign man too.
Yeah.
Mind you, when black women get pissed off by a black man, they always go for either a white motherfucker
Mm-hmm.
or a French motherfucker.
Yep.
Somebody not from
Facts.
this country.
Facts. African too.
Thank you.
Yep.
But anyway,
Big facts.
but I'm gonna be real because I, as an
Mm.
African, I gotta be careful who I date too because
Uh.
there's some white women that want to date an African just so they can feel involved, down for the
Right.
people.
Right.
Like this one white girl was so fascinated by my culture at one point. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So she was like, every time she talked to me, Africa this, Africa that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
this little white girl and shit. I mean, fuck it, she had no tits. I was just entertaining her. I was just entertaining
Oh
her and
my
shit.
lord. Only red, Joe.
No, but sometimes you gotta have some females you gotta entertain once in a while. It's like
Right.
you're never gonna get with them, but you gotta entertain them because they bring you joy.
Right. I agree.
Like when Mary said, "You bring me," like
Mm. Yeah. Sing it, Reg.
yo, Ronnie, that song
Beats.
is trash.
Oh, supposed to be. I actually like that song.
Eating the booty like
J-
Ghostface. Get the fuck
hey,
out.
Janae Aiko's sexy. I don't know, but she barely got a butt to eat. So you know what I mean. I don't know.
Hey, Sean fucked that up. So.
She gotta gain a little bit more weight though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
What else? What else? I'm just gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm
Mm,
never gonna eat a girl's ass.
right.
Never.
Yeah, I know
I'm
you,
sick.
you made that clear to us the other night, Reg. I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it clear every fucking day. I'll never eat anyone's ass.
Wow. So you'll eat the cooch, but you won't eat her butt.
There's a difference eating the cooch
There's
in
a
the butt.
difference.
Yeah,
What's the
man.
difference? What's the difference?
Like sometimes female.
A cooch. You say that I'm like a cooch bleeds for 7 days and they have a baby to come out of there. What is the difference? we
because
turning this into like a whole sex conversation right now.
because when a man eats a girl's ass, it's as equivalent as a man kissing up to the girl, kissing the girl's ass, and she's gonna
How is
use
that?
that.
How you figure that? That's only in your mind though. I think that's a
Huh?
mental thing. I think that's a mental thing. So what about when the woman has to give the man head? She doesn't think about that.
See, that's different. See, that's how he different because as a man, we deserve to be given.
I'm pretty sure that I've heard that women have told me like yo like sometimes they don't even want to give the dude head. They're just doing it just to do it so that to get it over with. I'm like I don't ever want no woman giving me head just to feel like she got to do it. Like you got to be into it. If you
Right? Cause,
bored, then you got to go.
right? Cause nigga, we love eating that pussy anytime and shit. I'm gonna be real. We don't never call eating the pussy a chore, especially
Right,
if it's a bomb ass pussy.
right.
I'm just saying, you female, y'all should be treating dicks like some royalty. I'm saying. Well, I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of females not giving head in 2021 and shit.
Right.
I
It's
don't,
a
I don't,
new
I don't
era.
understand. It's 2021.
It's yeah.
Like y'all females can make out with one another for
Mhm.
Instagram for life, but y'all can't give me head. Like, I mean, I get head. Don't get me wrong, but when I want some good head, I get some good head.
Zion said he's gonna be in a polygamous relationship. Wow.
I'm gonna stay
Do you
on
like
black.
Italian food? I love Italian food. That's one of my favorites, Sam. Love
Yeah,
Italian
Italian.
food. Italian food, soul food, some Chinese.
Some Chinese, yeah.
Yeah, some Chinese. Not all. I don't like everything. Some stuff. You know. Better lyricist, Treach or Vin? Treach, definitely.
Y'all just want me to talk some shit about Vin tonight.
They wheeling you in at like bait. They want you to talk bad about Vin Rock.
No, we
We raw
like
dogging like Bob Marley got a shitload of kids because he didn't know what a condom was back then.
no Roger Troutman got them kids. No, Screaming Jay Hopkins got like
Oh
75
God.
kids
Wow.
because he was putting a spell on that on them females and shit. When he was talking about
Right.
he put a spell, he means he's
Mm-hmm.
putting a motherfucking
You put a
spell and
spell on them?
shit.
Crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I'm not gonna be real. I don't even think I want a kid. I'm gonna be real.
Right.
It,
Just
it doesn't
one.
make
One is enough. A
huh?
Reggie Jr. You just want one?
You said what?
You just want one kid?
No, that's not, I don't want kids in
No?
general.
You don't want kids at all? Oh wow.
Nah, it's like I just want to have sex but not have kids. That's
Reggie's gonna get neutered. He said that's it. I'm cutting my
oh
ball
hell
bag off.
oh
No, you're not
oh
getting neutered? Oh,
hell
so
no no
so you want to be able to have you want to be able to not have kids but still have your sack.
yeah.
Okay.
Trust me, it's a process. That's the process I do.
Yeah. ODB got a lot of kids. He had a lot. His son is following in his footsteps.
But let me ask you, do y'all
Mm.
really believe that all these motherfuckers have all these kids?
Hell
Cause,
yeah.
some,
What you mean? Before
cause
they got
sometimes,
on? Hell yeah.
cause I'm looking at Stevie Wonder's kids, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't believe. I mean, yeah, Stevie was Stevie, but I don't believe that blind
Mm-hmm.
man had kids.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
He's blind, Reg. It's not like he can't fuck. He's
That,
blind.
that's what I'm like.
So,
Ray Charles, Stevie. I don't know. Sometimes I gotta look. Sometimes, you know.
so you think blind people can't fuck?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying some kids don't look like Stevie. Oh, I'm just saying.
Oh my Lord. What they look like? They look like the baby mother?
I mean,
Where
that, that's all I'm saying.
where has
That's
this
all.
convo gone? Zion said I'm trying to have a shit ton of kids. Really? Wow. Salute to you. That's gonna be a lot of child support. You gonna have to be a ball player or a rapper to afford that many kids.
Nigga, he gonna have like 2 jobs, man. Shit.
You're gonna need more than that. People with 2 jobs still struggling with kids.
And that's the thing about some niggas. Though. Sometimes some niggas they see the one pussy that the one girl that fucking tweedles their dick and shit like that. They automatically want to make a baby out of them and shit.
Fuck that.
Like
Hell
that
no.
one fucking girl that be like, I be seeing
That's
you around and shit. Like fuck out my
yeah.
face.
That's a lifetime full of pain and depression. I'm good.
That's why
You
Prince
know.
made that scandalous, yo.
I gotta really love that female to have a kid with her. Like I'm not just having a kid with any female. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them ain't worth it, and I definitely don't want a whole bunch of kids with a chick that got kids already.
But you,
You
you gotta
know?
be careful with love too, because love is
Right.
strong.
Exactly. Like yeah, I'm not gonna be baby daddy number 7 on your list. I'm good.
Because the same way I might love that girl might not be the same way I love my record collection. To be real with you, you know.
Right. Yeah. I love my record collection. And for a female to get in between that, you got to be pretty damn special.
Right.
You
Because
gotta you
sometimes
gotta know what I like. You know what I'm saying? When I say pull out that Illmatic album, you better run to the Nas section. Don't go running for Little Yachty. You know what I'm
Because sometimes
saying?
you gotta be eternal with that shit. You gotta be
Right.
eternal too, man.
Exactly. I need
Niggas
a
be
female to be a hip hop head like me, and she gotta like the same music I like. Cause if you bumping all that fucking Migos and Megan, I ain't with you. I'm good. You'll be a one night stand.
well, I don't mind a woman having different taste. To be real with you, I don't mind that. But if it's some
It's
awful,
all about compatibility. Like yo, I've had a girlfriend where she was into Britney Spears, and I can't stand Britney Spears, and the shit didn't work out. I'm like, my music taste and your music taste just don't mix. How that relationship wasn't gonna last long.
I mean, yes.
You gotta be with somebody that actually like the same shit that you like. Movies, music, whatever. Sports would be nice. I know, some women like sports and a lot of them don't, or they don't understand it. But I'm a big sports head. You gotta at least understand what basketball is. The ball goes in the hoop. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It don't take rocket science.
Shit, low key. At this point, I just want a savage girl, man. At this point, I just want.
Right. You want
It's
a
like these.
savage girl?
I didn't want even girl. I just want to have a girl I can just fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Because a girl you get mad at, and then next thing you can go
Mm.
out and fuck and shit like that, and just
Right.
talk shit.
Right. Yeah. You can go to the movies with, out to dinner.
Yeah,
You can bring her home to your mom and she's respectable.
yeah,
Yeah. I think everybody wants that.
yeah. Because
You know.
and then sometimes if a man gets in a relationship with her, sometimes you might see that female differently
Right.
and shit like that. You know?
Right.
'Cause- and I tell motherfuckers this: it's okay to
Mm.
have platonic relationships.
Right.
It's okay to not every girl that's your friend you gotta get with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want
Mm-hmm.
to have that girl you can just get
Facts.
advice from or just talk shit to, or just have like a Martin or Pam relationship with. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Zion said, "I need an Aquarius just like me."
Yo, be careful, Aquarius, man.
I think I
Aquarius.
dated an. I
Oh,
think I dated an Aquarius. Aquarius is what, January? I think I dated one back in high school.
February. Yeah.
Yeah, she was cool. She was cool, but she had her ways about her too, though.
Yeah, man. We Scorpios, man. We gotta be careful who we.
Yes, and my mom is a Scorpio, so I know all about Scorpios. I had an ex girlfriend as a Scorpio.
The best sign.
Yeah. Oh boy. Sam said he's
Well,
a Virgo.
okay.
I have Virgos in my family too, Sam. Um, Better production, discography, KG or DJ Scratch. A lot of KG questions tonight.
Are you surprised?
I gotta go with Scratch, man. Cause Scratch, those Buster albums, man, that's some of his best production outside of EPMD.
Oh yeah, man. Um, yeah, I'm gonna call it a night because
Yeah.
my ground and
Yes,
shit.
we're gonna wrap this up. This was the Naughty by Nature discussion for 1993. The album is out of print. Check, look for it for on eBay and Discogs, all those fine online retailers. And, 5 Mic Classic in my opinion. Shout out to retrohiphopshop.com. They gave me they sent me a hoodie in the mail. Shout out to them. Appreciate it from them. I told them I was gonna definitely shout them out and promote their stuff. Hit up their site. They got dope t-shirts from Boys in the Hood, NWA, Illmatic. They even got the 5 Mic rating from the source t-shirts. They got dope Biggie's hoodies, dope coats and stuff for women. Check out their site. You get a discount when you go to their site. Things like 15% off, 20% off when you make your first order. So salute to those guys. Salute to everybody that came through. Ronnie, Zion, Sam, Q, Renzo. Where you at? He dipped on me again. I want to talk wrestling. King. Salute to you. Killer Tapes. Everybody that showed up. This was dope. Tomorrow, don't miss CNN reunion album discussion on Reg's channel. We're doing that at 11 o'clock. Thursday, we're doing the first two Janet albums on Reg's channel as well. We're gonna be recording some stuff. A lot of stuff we recorded already. Van Halen album discussion coming up. We got was it top 5 artists from Wild Records or something?
Yeah, that already came out.
Oh, that came out. I didn't even see it. Oh shit, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that
Um,
came out. Yeah.
that's out already. Okay. Yeah. So we got some dope shit coming. Stay tuned. March, got some dope stuff coming on here as well. Stay tuned for
Yeah.
that. Subscribe, like, share. Let me know what's your favorite songs from 1993. What's your favorite Naughty album? Salute to Ashley. We about to leave, Ashley. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Peace. All right.